Three separate wrestling outlets published the same three names within hours of each other. Different writers, different sites, same shortlist. When that happens, it's usually not a coincidence. It's usually because somebody already knows and the guessing game is just catching up. Welcome back to WWE Galaxy, I'm Nova. Nakamura's finally back after getting buried by numbers months ago, and this time he's bringing somebody with him. Nobody's confirmed who yet. But once you actually stack up the candidates side by side, one of them fits so much better than the other two that I think the mystery's already solved. Think about how he actually lost his spot on television in the first place. It wasn't a clean loss. It was a group that's built its entire identity around outnumbering people, wearing him down through sheer volume rather than a fair fight. That's the actual problem Nakamura is trying to solve here. If he just walks out and calls for a regular match, the Tongans don't have to answer honestly. They can send extra bodies to ringside, turn what's supposed to be a fair fight into the same ambush that took him off television in the first place. Bringing a partner closes off that exact loophole. Here's what makes the timing interesting. The Tongans Nakamura's going after aren't operating under Solo Sikoa anymore. Haku's back, running things himself now, pushing Tama and Tala into attacks on tag team champions and building something meaner than what existed before. And Haku isn't just some replacement authority figure either. He's genuinely respected across this entire extended wrestling family, close enough with the Anoa'i side that The Rock himself calls him uncle, and he's shown up personally to honor moments like Jacob Fatu's title win and John Cena's retirement, which makes Sikoa's position even stranger. His old crew isn't just being run by somebody new, it's being run by somebody with real standing on both sides of this entire family tree. Sikoa's watching his old crew get inherited by a legitimately respected figure and turned into a bigger threat while he sits completely outside of it. I don't think anybody should mistake this for Nakamura and Sikoa suddenly liking each other. What they've got instead is a rare kind of overlap. Two guys with completely separate histories who happen to want the exact same outcome for completely different reasons. Nakamura wants payback for getting buried by numbers. Sikoa wants to prove the family he walked away from can't touch him anymore, and with his SummerSlam support gone as quickly as it came together, he's exactly the kind of free agent who'd actually consider it. Alliances built on that kind of overlap tend to be more dangerous than ones built on loyalty, honestly, because neither man is relying on the other to feel something. They're relying on each other to finish a job. If this kind of theory building is what you actually come here for, tapping like and subscribing genuinely helps me keep chasing threads like this one. Let's get into why Sikoa specifically beats out the other two names being floated. Why the other candidates fall short. The other names getting floated both share New Japan history with Nakamura, which sounds like a clean fit on paper, but neither one has actually stood across from these specific Tongans before. Sikoa has. He used to run that group, which means he knows exactly how they set up an ambush before it happens, not just how to trade punches once it starts. He knows their timing, who moves first, who hangs back. Nakamura needs somebody who can read this fight coming, since that's precisely how he got taken out the first time. A guy who shares a nationality and a training background solves half the equation. Sikoa solves the whole thing, and it's not one-sided either. Lining up with Nakamura against the group that used to answer to him isn't a favor. It's Sikoa closing the door on that chapter for good, and with Haku now firmly in charge of what used to be his crew, there's no ambiguity left about which side he's actually on. There's also a bigger message underneath it. Every time Sikoa helps dismantle a group tied to his own past, it tells the rest of the locker room exactly what happens to people who cross him. I'll be fair here though, because none of this is confirmed. WWE hasn't named a single partner. It's entirely possible they go with the New Japan connection instead, using an unannounced debut for shock value the way they've done with surprise signings before. So while I think the logic points towards Sikoa, I'm not pretending this is locked in. It's the strongest read on what's available, not a guarantee. So if Sikoa really is the one standing next to Nakamura when this plays out, does that pairing actually have enough to bring down a group Haku himself is now running, or do the numbers still win out? Tell me your take in the comments, like the video if this theory landed for you, subscribe if you're new, and I'll confirm it the moment WWE reveals the name. I'm Nova, WWE Galaxy. See you in the next one.